Hello, Brento with All at Octane here, and in this video I'm going to be opening up some brand new Hot Wheels H and J case cars that I was able to find on the pegs. Yes, I was able to find all of these on the pegs. It is not everything. I realized I bought a lot of J case cars. This is a ton of J case cars. There are some H case in here as well. K case will be coming. I have a few of them, but not enough to make a video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to cruise right through this. We have the Vespa 90 SS Super Sprint from 1966. And you can see this is part of the J case. When you flip the card over on the card up at the top, that last letter will tell you what case it is from. All right, so we've seen the Vespa a few times. It's nice to see it again. It's got the little Vespa logo on there. Pretty cool stuff. We also have one of the coolest new ones for 2025, the Honda Motocompo. Now, this particular motorcycle would be in the Honda City Turbo 2. So if you have that one, a replica of that is in the back, because that's where I guess this bike kind of went, is in the back of a Honda City Turbo 2. Pretty adorable. It's got the little kickstand. I'm not really sure if that's a new thing. Have they been putting kickstands on these things? I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I think I'd prefer it just to tip over. Next up, we've got the Track Dwagon, Drift Wagon, Track Dwagon. Pretty cool stuff. I love the 3-spoke wheels on this thing. Kind of has like a time attack-y, kind of like the Drift Wagon look. Nice fantasy casting. I'm trying to pick some stuff up that's fantasy casting, but it is getting a little bit expensive. We have the Hot Wheengs. That's pretty cool. And I believe there might be two packages. There's a black package and a like clear, more gray package, I think. I'd have to kind of double check that. I think I've seen both of them on the pegs. I might just keep this card just in case to kind of compare. But there it is. This is Hot Wheels. It kind of has, it'd be really cool if it was like a Tabasco sauce holder. That'd be really cool. Next up is one of the coolest ones, I think. I've actually picked up a couple of these. This is Cone Shaker. It's new for 2025. I'm actually pretty excited about this, and here is why. This particular fantasy casting is obviously plays on an iconic name, Bone Shaker. We have Cone Shaker. But they've done really well with this because you can actually stack multiple of these Cone Shakers into each other, and it's also a card rest. So what I mean by that is check this out. If we have this right here, you can actually put a card on it, and it will hold it. Isn't that sweet? That is really, really cool. So if you want a nice, fun way to display your cars, pick up a couple Cone Shakers. You can have 1, 2, or 3 of them, or 4 of them, or 1,000 of them. I don't even know. And you can display your cars carded without having to have them fall over. One really cool way. And again, when you're done kind of displaying, you just stack them all on top of each other, and they will stay in a nice spot. Next up, we have the Mercedes AMG Pertronas Formula 1. This is really cool. We've now have all of them that they have available have now hit the main line or the 5-pack. So the only two teams that they don't have are Ferrari and Aston Martin. Everything else has now hit the main line. And again, either in these individual packets or the 5-pack. This is a really cool looking car. Glad to add that to the collection. All right, let's keep scooting. Next up, we've got the Drift and Brake. And I'm trying to think if this is, we've seen this, I think, a few colors. Really nice deep orange. It's almost coming across exactly as it is in person, so this is what you're seeing. Next up, we have the Cruise Bruiser. I think this is almost a decade old now, maybe. Can't remember how old this casting is, but came around not that long ago. Really pretty cool. Glad to add this one to the collection. It's got the Moon Eyes logo. Ooh, I didn't see that at first. Sometimes I just pick stuff up. We have the 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT. And this one's pretty cool. It's always nice to have a truck. 1020. It's got a ton of graphics on it, a ton of tampos. Really nice truck. Nothing in the bed. That's always nice. Not to be confused with the Ford Raptor. So we have the 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. Big blue trucks. So always do your due diligence. Make sure you see the packaging. Take a look at all the cars, because some of these cars are starting to look very similar to one another. So it does get confusing. We have the Zinger Z21C. I believe this really is a car in real life. I'm not too familiar with it, but I think we've seen this a number of times. Has a nice, simple tampo work up front there. We have the Toyota GR86 Cup in this like brown color. I think this is already a second recolor we've seen. I think the first one was kind of like orange, almost like the Toyota Supra from Fast and Furious. We have another new for 2025 fantasy casting. This is the Hako Type D. We've seen it in white. Now we've got it in red. I would imagine the next one will be blue, but I could be wrong about that. 3-spoke rims. So good. Looks so good. Really nice fantasy casting. Glad to add that one to the collection. We have the Gordon Murray Automotive T.50s. I think Hot Wheels has done both of the Gordon Murray cars because I think there's another one as well. Blue is stunning, very hypercar-esque or supercar-esque, kind of like what that car is. We've got the Renault Espace F1. I am so sorry, guys, that the camera is not focusing. I hit focus on it earlier and it's not doing that great. This thing is really, really cool. It seems like a Doug DeMuro car to me. I would imagine Doug might pick that up. We've got a Pontiac Aztek Custom. This is pretty cool. I'm trying to think when we've seen this before because it doesn't have a new for 2025 on it. I think we've seen it in like a purple color. Man, the Steely wheel, that's really cool. Really nice to add that to the collection. These two are awesome. Check this out. We've got Driftender, like Defender, and I believe I've already opened this up before, but I just want to point this out. I'm not going to open these. We have one in blue, one in green. Pretty cool, right? So I think they're one's E-case, one's F-case. So they already sort of recolored the car. Isn't that crazy? All right, we've got a Ford Mustang, 67 Ford Mustang. This one's pretty cool. Glad to add this to the collection. Nice, simple tampo work. Good stuff. Yeah, very nice. All right, we've got another fantasy casting. It's pretty cool. New for 2025. We have the Decidedly Go. It's like a magic 8-ball. And it does say it is certain. So that's cool. Well, I find a Supra this year. It is certain. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's cool. All right, we've got the 15 Land Rover Defender double cab in red. We've seen this a number of times. I am never going to shy away from Land Rover Defender. I'm a big Land Rover fan. Got the Yokohama logos on there. We have the Maserati Shamal, new for 2025. We've seen it in red. Now we've got it in black. This is pretty cool. Very few tampo works. It's a pretty simple car. It's just the Maserati logo on there. Got a Morris Austin minivan. Sorry, it's not Morris, Austin minivan. And part of the Art Car series. Pretty cool, orange color. We have a really cool open wheel car. We got the 68 Lotus Type 49. I think we've seen it in BRG, which is British Racing Green. Now we've got it in this really cool red color. Glad to add all these open wheel cars to the collection. That is a stunning, stunning tampo work job. I know the 5's a little off, but I'll take it. We've got a 71 Mustang Funny Car. If you'd have found this with real riders and Spectra Flame paint, you would have found a Supercharger Hunt. This could be a Supercharger Hunt of the year. I have not found one, but that's okay. You could also find this one. If you find the 62 Corvette Gasser in Spectra Flame paint with real rider tires, you would have found a Supercharger Hunt. Again, I did not, but that is okay. Skinnies up front, big fan of that. Huge fan of the Corvette in general. We got the Mercedes-Benz AMG Hammer, the 560 SEC. And this thing is cool. We've seen this in a number of colors, black, red. Yeah, I think, and now it has this like gold color. Great stuff. Moving to the Lamborghini Miura. Man, the Hammer and the Miura, they remind me of Miami. I went to Miami this year and I saw Curated, and that dealership is amazing. They had a Lamborghini Miura, and I don't know if they had a Hammer there, but it was cool. We got the 70 Dodge Hemi Challenger in purple. I think we've seen one in orange already. So now we've got, I guess, a recolor again in purple. Pretty cool. We've got the Mazda Drift, RX-7 Drift. This one doesn't have like a front bumper or anything on it. It just has that, which is pretty cool. Obviously, it kind of works for a drift car. I didn't find this one. I realized I have the 67 Ford Mustang, and so I picked this one up. This one I think is a little bit older of a case, but I had to pick it up because I realized, I went back through my videos and realized I didn't have it. We have the Supercharged. I think this is meant to be an electric funny car. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Next up, we have the Porsche 911 Carrera Clip. This one's always fun. Got a number of these. I think I still have one of these sitting on my nightstand. Nice to add this to the collection. If you're a Porsche fan, probably you're going to pick that one up. All right, we got some heavy hitters left. We've got the 70 Dodge Lil Red Express. Oh, we've seen this a few times. I think the original livery is the best, but this one's pretty good. Nice and clean, simple, nice 70s colors. That's awesome. We have a Chevy Silverado Square Body. I know everybody loves these trucks. They're so super popular. Super glad to add one to the collection. This one is nice and clean in this like robin's egg blue, stunning, or baby blue. It's more of a baby's blue. We have the Ford GT with the Borla. I think we've seen this a number of times. That is awesome. Yep, that's pretty cool. All right, let's go with the last three. These things are amazing. What should we open first? We're going to open up the BMW. This is new for 2025. Man, I met the designer who did this, Andre, I believe, and man, he is so cool. And I'm super excited. This one almost has like a green hue to it. It has like that John Player special with the Hot Wheels special, HWS, Hot Wheels, or Hot Wheels. That is super cool. Really glad to add this one to the collection. And I'll have a pretty cool photo mimicking his hero card kind of coming soon when he signed it at the St. Louis Hot Wheels Nationals. Next up, we have the 96 Dodge Viper GTS. Man, this thing is super cool. This is again a brand new casting for 2025. This is not a retooling. Iconic blue and white. Look at the tampo work on this thing. Absolutely fantastic. It has the 90s like wheels too, which is even better. Like Hot Wheels in the 90s had these types of wheels, which is super, super cool. Viper on the license plate. Man, they did this thing up nice. That is spectacular. And then last but not least, new and back for 2025, we have the Ferrari SF90 Stradle. Wow. Super glad to add this one to the collection too. I actually found a number of these. Super glad I did. I found 6 of them, I believe. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic tampo work. The shield up there on the front fender. No tampos in the rear, but that's okay. Just absolutely epic. So there you have it. There are some brand new 2025 Hot Wheels H and J case cars. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. If you like automotive and diecast content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a good one.